Greetings of the day, everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you guys top 10 commands. So we are in part 3. So this commands will be in a level of mediocrity. So what I mean by that is that some commands you guys might be familiar, but some might not. So as this is the part 3, there will be part 4, part 5, I believe. So these commands, which is going in depth into the some of the commands involves backend, and some of the commands involve setting permissions and doing other stuffs, which if you guys are not familiar, I will always give the link in the description of this video for you guys to read through. All the commands that I'm typing in the video will be available in the Git. So I will leave in the link in the description of this video too. You guys can go and check it. So let's dive into it, guys. So we have a next CentOS version up and running. So we're gonna cover the top 10 commands which I found very useful. So before that, let's give a scenario and try to tackle down upon what other commands were useful. So I'm just gonna go to cd audit, typo there, and let's say there's a file audit log, which you guys are very familiar, I believe. So if it's not, so audit log is something which the Linux operating system takes record of everything that's being done in the system. Let's say activity is being started by who, stuffs like that. So let's say by default audit log has millions of rows and it gets generated every single day. So let's say if I did a cd audit, it will also be recorded in the audit log. So let's say we want to see just the top 5 or top 10 lines in that log or text file. So the first command would be head. So what this command does is that it will just display the top 5 lines, or by default it does top 10 lines of the file that you're going to give. So the lines can be adjusted as of your liking. So I just want 5 lines, so just give head -n. I'm just going to give a 5. I just want 5 lines, and then the file name. So if you can see, these are the 5 lines which will be on top of this audit log file. So the first 5 lines of the file. So the next command, which will be very similar to this, is tail. I believe most of you guessed it. As the name suggests, it will just show you the last 5 lines of the file that you're going to specify here. So again, the numbers can be added. Let's say you want 10, you can give it a 10, but by default it does 10, so it can be changed. So we're going to give tail then we're going to give 5, then going to audit.log. So if you see, these are the lines which are the last rows or the last lines of the file audit.log. So the next command is diff, shorts for difference. So let's say we have a 2 file. Let's go cd, let's go out of here, let's go cd / var. Let's just create 2 files, which is now this test.txt, say hello, exit it, then create another file, stamp text2, so just give 2 lines and then save the file. Now just run the diff command. So what diff command does is that this compares the files line by line and outputs the line that do not match. So what does that mean is that it's like 2 files, just taking 2 files and then sees what are the lines. So the first line will be hello, it's perfectly fine. Next one is hello, it's perfectly fine. So in both of the files, the first line is hello. Then the second line, there's no line text there in the first for the second there is Y, so it just outputs the line that does not match. So it makes it easy for the programmers, just they don't have to alter the source code itself, so it's just they can check what's the difference and then try to implement that. So the next command is top. So what the top command does is that it will display the list of running processes. So these are the running processes, their PIDs, and it will just show how much the CPU of each the process is using. So it just checks this process uses this much CPU of our machine. So this makes easy for us to understand how many is the process jogging on the space that CPU is allocated for it, or is it just killing the CPU's usage. So it makes it easy for us to understand how our process is running. So this is a very useful command. The next command would be history. So what this does, as the name suggests, so history is the command which can be used, as you know, we use Linux terminals a lot. So let's say you want to see the commands that you typed before, you can give history and you'll just see all the commands that you typed today. These are the commands that I've typed today. So we'll just clear it for, yeah. The next command would be host name. So this command is used to identify the host name of the machine. So I'll just give host name. So just give me sent. So this is the host name of my machine. So I just want a little bit more detail to say host name. I want the IP of the network. So this basically also name of the network. So I'll just need the IP address of the network. So just give hostname -i. So this is the IP address of my network. So the next command is a very useful command, which is users. So I'll just say who all are there assigned registered users in this machine. Now at the moment there's only one user. If you just have lots of users, no users added to it, you can just run this command and make sure that these are the users that you have assigned. So the next command is a very useful command, which is chmod. So which lists the permissions of files or directory. Let's say we have a file which is test.txt. So we want to assign permissions for this file. So the way that we want is that everyone can read and write this file. So we'll go chmod and we'll give a is equal to rw. So everyone wants to read and write, and then specify the file name 1.txt. So if you consider chmod, so there is vast number of options that comes with this command. Basically there is like octal notations which can be used, and you can access groups, and you can give restrictions for who to access this. So I'll just give you the link in the description of this video for you guys to look through all other options and the different stuff that can be done for chmod. So now let's just another command, which is Getfacl. So which literally displays the file access control list. So you want to know what are the file access controls for this file. So let's just give Getfacl, and then we'll give the file name text.text1.txt. Then give an enter. If you see the file is this, I'm the owner, so I was a root. And then if you see the user can read and write, basically everyone can read and write. So that's what I did before using the chmod command. So by this you can see the permissions assigned to the file or directory. So the last and the final command, which is very useful, is something which is used day by day. Let's say we need a new packages, so the new applications needs to be installed, most likely packages. Let's say we want wget, by default command not found. So this package is used to extract a file or a data from an external link. So we want that. So now currently I'm in a CentOS machine, so I would be using install wget. So it will just get this and then install it. So if you're using Debian, the command would be @install. So I think the 10 commands which I have shown you will be useful for you guys. Catch you in a part 4. Bye bye now.